up. HFFL!
Oh my goodness!
Welcome
HFFL.
to the show.
Welcome to the show, week 2 HFFL Commissioner Roundup show. We're gonna close the chapter on week 1, recap some of those matchups, spend some time on that, and then really on the eve of week 2, huge matchup tonight. A lot of people involved, a lot of AJ Green and Andy Dalton go against Alex Collins in the Mike C and Trader Irv matchup. We have Kaskizi's Corner coming at you in approximately 3 minutes. We'll get Kaskizi Schefter's take on a lot of different happenings in the HFFL. Excited about that as well. What we want to start off with today, though, is week 1. What was the take? What's your biggest takeaway from week 1, Ogre?
Biggest takeaway?
Takeaway. What are you leaving week 1 with? Early.
As far as my team is concerned?
Just as far as the league is concerned, what's it going to take to win consistently? What number is it going to take to win? That's what I always wonder. What do we need to establish as you being a really solid team?
You need to have all-around great players. You got to have a few good.
Give me a number. Give me a number. What does your team need to put up a week?
140.
Love it. Thinking the same thing. For you to be a real premier team, it's a 140. So that's my takeaway. So who's not a premier team? And we'll touch more on it. This guy Matthews is, and this guy Jakey and AB. I tell you, 86.
What a matchup. That was ridiculous.
Oof.
That was ridiculous.
Oof. Abysmal.
It's really
abysmal.
It's really embarrassing for the entire league in general.
I don't even know. I don't even know how you can, show your face on the chat after 86s. This guy maybe is like, how do you tie? You score the same amount of fucking points, and you don't score more than the other guy. That's how you tie. It's the regular NFL here in HFFL. If Pittsburgh Cleveland could tie, you guys could tie.
When you score the same amount of points.
And I tell you, it fucks up the league. It fucks up the league. Now you got 5 teams with 1 loss instead of 6 teams with 1 loss, and only 5 teams. Conversely, 5 teams with 1 win instead of 6 teams with 1 win.
But the good part about it is, I play Matthews and you play Jakey.
I know, but I'm playing a mad fucking Jakey, and then the Navy mental edge that he has over me, dating back for this summer. We played softball, and my team faced Navy's team in the finals, and my team beat Navy, but not because of Dano. Right. He was in my head. Error after error after error. There's a hole in his glove, etc.
Really? Oh, wow.
But I tell you, there's something I'm really, really excited about, and it's a new segment, and it's just super exciting. He's a personality. Kaskizi's Corner starts with a K, ends with an A. Korna. Kaskizi's Corner. Without further ado.
Oh, Kaskizi's in the house.
Kaskizi's Corner.
Oh, Kaskizi's in the house. How's tech? It's good. We hear each other. You see me? We're good.
You're live. You're on. We see this.
Okay, it's an honor to be here, boys. I'm very happy to be here with you guys. You're on an excellent show, and I'm very excited to be here.
Okay. I love the attire, Kaskizi Schefter. Where'd you get that from?
This is the HFFL, That's what you got to do.
Your wardrobe is provided by?
My wardrobe is provided by H&M.
H&M. That's a nice fitting.
Not looking to break the bank. H&M. You'll only get 2 to 3 wears out of them, but hey, 2 to 3 times.
So what do you got for us today? What do you want to talk about here?
HFFL kicked off in a beautiful way last week. We had some great matchups, some shitty matchups, but overall, we had some heartbreaking ones, by yours truly especially. I had a few takeaways from the week, if I can go through those. Number one, things I noticed is that the Liberals, they have a real big 3 between Breeze, Tyreek, and Kamara. That's a serious team. Kamara's probably going to lead the league in points this year, if you ask me. Tyreek just went off, and that guy can just, pop it off at any time.
But talk to me a little bit about Tyreek, because I agree about Kamara. That guy's 30+ week in, week out. Will see the end zone maybe 2 times minimum. Over under, I'm setting it at 2, and I think he's definitely where he's at with a very high floor.
Correct.
But Tyreek, A, he's brittle, could definitely have a high ankle sprain, and B, how much is he really gonna explode all the time? That's a piss poor San Diego defense.
Here's the thing: the guy's touching the ball 23 times a game. He's gonna get 10 to 12 targets. He's gonna return 4 to 5 punts. The guy's gonna get 3 or 4 end arounds. They put in the ball in his hands. He's the fastest guy in the field. With Mahomes now launching the ball, I don't see how this guy does not score a touchdown a week. At least a touchdown a week.
By far the fastest guy on the field every week.
And I'll tell you, that guy Mahomes is a slinger.
It's not like the team's gonna sit back and just put 2 safeties in the back. You still have Kareem Hunt there, who's yet to hit the scene yet. But Tyreek's a guy you got to be fearing. And I think they paid under $40 for that guy. That's a guy you got to worry about.
Yeah, agree. And Drew Brees is Drew Brees, man. Bona fide QB1. I see a true big 3 as well, Kaskisi Schefter. They don't call you the Shefty for nothing. But what do you think about, let's talk about Kenyon Drake a little in this team. I don't know about him.
It's not a guy I really fear. He's not a guy that's going to put up huge numbers. Miami Dolphins, I don't see them as such a tough team. But I think the reason they paid about like $15, $16 for him, he was called that early in the draft, so I think that's why he went so high. If he's a guy that's called that a little later, it's probably a $2, $3 guy in the same market as like a Carlos Hyde, Lamar Miller, probably even less than those guys. So Kenyon Drake's not a guy I'm really staring at on that team. But if you also want to take another look at it, who's the other quarterback? I got a little lost here.
Man, I can't navigate this guy's. Could you help me navigate this? Can I stat boy me, please, for a second? So token liberal we're looking at? Token liberal for week 1.
They're rocking Blake Bortles.
No.
Not a bad fantasy quarterback.
Yeah, Blake Bortles.
Not a bad fantasy quarterback. He's really not.
Wow.
He's really not. We can lead.
I don't love him.
Blake Bortles is top 12 every year.
Top 12.
Number 12.
We did that exercise before.
Number 12. But I think 3 years in a row he was that 12 spot.
Okay, if I can lead into some other takeaways I had from week 1.
Yes, please.
Trader Irv, maybe the deepest team in the league. I'm not going to say he's stacked with studs because you really don't see too many studs there. But he's got a WR3 of Cooper Kupp, who's, an 8-catch, 60-yard, 1 touchdown kind of guy a week. And an RB2 of Dalvin Cook behind Leonard Fournette. I know he's injured right now. You're looking pretty good. Not to mention Rivers and Dalton doing their thing. Trader Irv's a tough team here.
Such a deep team. I tell you, really, really a deep team.
I think he had touchdowns from all 3 of his receivers last week. How about that?
Wow, that's a great stat.
Yeah,
T.Y. Cuppy Poo.
Dalvin didn't score. Fournette didn't score. But, they put up 135 points and won the week.
Yeah, I'd venture to say Dalvini and Fournette are the strengths of his team, and they didn't show up, and that's how lethal, that's how deep his team is. I don't see a lot of explosiveness there, but I see tons of balance, tons of depth. Yes,
correct.
Yes, easy shot.
Correct. Another thing I noticed is that the Sam and Ed team may have turned over a new leaf. This year they went into the year using the opposite strategy, which kind of makes sense. They've been out of the playoffs, I want to say, for 6 out of the last 7 years, and they decided to go opposite of everything they would normally do. They went for a guy like Tom Brady. They went for Jimmy Garoppolo. Their team's looking nice. Questionable RBs coming into the year, but Joe Mixon, I believe he's on their team, is a nice guy to have there. And they got some nice receivers, Michael Thomas, Demaryius Thomas, and another guy that's it's a solid team. It's a very.
I'm so impressed with their quarterback and receiver cores. So impressed. And their RBs are fucking money too. Joe Mixie Poo Kangaroo is a real low-end 1 or, a high-end RB2. And this Royce Freeman guy, who do you know? The third receiver there, not to be overlooked, is Jarvis Landry. Jesus.
Oh, of course not. That guy's a PPR machine.
And then the Delaney, they caught a little bit of a tough break with Delaney being hurt. But Garoppolo and Brady, you don't realize how much you hurt when you don't have a valuable QB too. You know, Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell fucking Trubisky.
Yeah, really.
How about this stat I heard? Jarvis Landry last year was the only player in the NFL to have 5+ catches in all 16 games. That's guaranteed points every week. You know, like look at me last week. I had Baldwin and Chris Hogan combined for a 1.5. You know, you give me a 4, you give me a 6, I win my week. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way fantasy goes. I tell you, there's nothing better than being in Ogre's Lair talking fantasy. How are you, Fantasy Football League? There's nothing like it. Doesn't get better. What else do you got for me, Kaskisi Chapter? Because I got some questions for you, but I'm waiting for you to be done with your Kaskisi agenda.
Oh, I had one more takeaway. So the Team Eshab, I like Team Eshab a lot. I am concerned about Zeke's performance for the rest of the year. That's not a good football team. They're going to stack the box. He did salvage his day with a touchdown. I'm concerned about him. But one guy, am I good?
No, me.
But one guy I am not concerned about is Patrick Mahomes. I think that guy finishes as a top QB3. That guy's slinging the ball. He's got Tyreek back there. He's got Travis Kelce. He's got Kareem Hunt. He's going to dump off to. This guy's going to have a fantastic year.
Well, I love your take. Just in piggybacking on that.
Oh, piggyback away.
Kareem didn't have an impressive week 1. I have him in my 3 week 2 bounce back performing candidates. So I have Kareem Hunt, Shady McCoy, and Travis Kelce. Which one of those 3 do you think are will most bounce back? He's coming off of a 4 in week 1.
You know what? They're going against Pittsburgh. Last week, they did not give up a lot of points to the tight end spot, David Njoku.
2.5, I believe.
A 2. And he had actually back-to-back drops. If he catches one of those, maybe I win the week. Okay, I'm gonna stop throwing the pity party here. But it's necessary pity party, you know? To lose like that, that's a bad loss. That's a bad loss. But I like Travis Kelce. Is it Kelce or Kelsey?
Kelsey.
I like Kelce to bounce back this week. I think it's going to be a high-scoring affair because KC is just Swiss cheese D. So I think the Bulls going to get tossed around a lot in that game, and I like Kelce to have a good week. Whose team is he on?
Whose team is he on?
Kelce?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Should be rolling off my tongue. Should be rolling off our tongues.
Eddie E.
Okay, so we're going to start to get to know people. What can I tell you? Who's your winners and losers from week 1 waiver wire claims? Who impressed you and who was a fucking dib? Philip Lindsay, nobody else bid? Nobody else bid? I bid $39 fucking dollars?
Yeah, a funny story. I want to let the rest of the HFFL know. The next morning, Dano sent a screenshot to me, and he's saying, how come I can't see all the bids? How come I can't see everybody's bids? And it's because no one else bid on that guy. So he's wondering where all the Philip Lindsay bids are that he bid $39, and he's like, where's everybody else's bid? But Dano, this is the fifth or sixth year we're using the Fab dollars. You should know this by now. If it's not listed, it means no one else bid on him. So I think you're a loser for that department because he could have got him for $1. It's a loser move, but who knows? Maybe the guy's good. It looked like Royce Freeman was nowhere to be found last week. He's on that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's a good pickup. I think the George Kittle's a nice pickup. I'm not sure I'm sold on the Cook pickup, but tight ends are going to be highly sought after all season. It looks like Olsen went down. Delaney Walker's fucking up. So I think it's a good pickup by George Kittle's.
I thought I was did a bad thing by picking up Yeldon for 41 until I saw your pickup.
Yes, Ogre, that was a loser move also, I think. You know, I think you overreacted on that move.
Dude, my move's a better move than Yeldon. Fournette's playing. My guy's playing. You guys are the clowns for not bidding on Philip Lindsay. You fucking kidding me? Nobody puts $1 in for Philip Lindsay?
Could be.
I'm most impressed with the Quincy Enunwa pickup. I think that guy is WR222. Yeah. This guy, Ed and Sam, absolutely. I tell you, they're really turning heads. But you know, it's a problem. We're 22 minutes into the show, and I didn't get to do my most important segment and everybody's most important segment, Aloe Watch. Okay?
Wait.
I'm sorry. Aloe Watch. He's currently 0-1. I got to tell you, he had a really impressive week for facing points leader. Very tough draw for him in the 168. Eat my words, re the Randall Cobb thing. We get it, but I think I'll end up prevailing there. Randall Cobb's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else, in my opinion. But I'm going to stick to my guns now. But yes, week one, Aloe was correct, but fuck him. And does he get a win this week is the question. Does this guy get a win this week? So I even think I'm more – I watch Aloe's guys more than my guys to understand who I'm picking next year, but I always get them a year too late. That's the problem. That's the problem there. Just to go inside this Spot Shadow matchup, it's actually a kind of pukey matchup, him against Ney. But I think he loses again. Is this guy Marcus Mariota playing?
Oh, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't think he's playing.
Kaskisi, is he playing?
I think he's questionable right now. It sounds like he's going to give it a go. But that's all I've been hearing. He has no backup quarterback from what I see. But, however, I do see Aloe winning this week. I think Ney has a very, very questionable team. Larry Fitzgerald, I see this is the year he makes that decline. He's on a bad team. I don't think he's going to start here. Dacky Do Kangaroo, I don't think he has a good season. Andrew Luck, questionable. Ney is in heavy need of Carson Wentz. And when that guy comes back, it's really going to be him and DeAndre Hopkins because I think he's going to have a tough time getting production elsewhere. That's my take on it. I do think Aloe wins this week. I think Julio's going to have a nice week. I think Brandon Marshall's going to have a nice week. I think DJ also maybe has a tough week, but he's going to get the touches. Fitzgerald, he can't guarantee the touches. He's going to guarantee targets, but, I don't know if he's going to make those catches. So let's see what happens.
So Kaskisi, so Aloe watch. Kaskisi has him going 1-1, salvaging the first two games. Dano has him taking another big step back and going from the 8th spot to the 11th spot, maybe even the 12th spot. I got to tell you, Keelan Cole isn't going to do it. He's not going to do it. And Willie Lutz to miss 2 field goals this year in the week 2 in the Dome.
But somehow, some way, Aloe has a way of pulling out these WR4-5s out of his ass to turn them into WR2s. And he does have Alshon Jeffrey on his bench. Alshon, he's not a great player, but somehow he's gonna perform for Aloe once he comes back. That's just how I see it.
Okay. A lot of Aloe dick sucking, but is what it is.
I think Aloe's going to take it. Unfortunately, I think.
And he doesn't like that.
Okay, that wraps up Aloe Watch for you. Another segment we wanted to really introduce into HFFL is the shame segment. Shame.
Shouldn't have done that.
Oh, I like that.
And the shame segment, it's awarded to the HFFL manager or / GM that starts a guy and he plays the whole game and he scores 0 fucking points. Not he was in high ankle sprain left. And that's not shame. That's Hazit. We feel bad for you. This week's shame award goes to yours truly for starting DJ fucking Moore, which was ridiculous. He got a handoff for three rushing yards on like a swing play. So, it's really debilitating. Tough to
overcome.
Smoked. Tough to get smoked. Edgar did it to me good, but that's what HFFL does to you because I was at my TV Monday night, Rosh Hashanah, breaking every single type of thing. I'm down 55. What do you think, Todd Gurley? I'm texting, I'm watching, I'm changing the channels, I'm opening up the light, I'm jerking off in between. You just heard the shofar.
So Dano, wait. So sorry. Let's go back to the sex. Sorry, I'll save it. What's the?
That's just the shame segment, and I win the shame award. So
we have a question now. We have a question coming in from me. It actually went out to the group, but I'd like to present it to Dano in front of the group. So Aloe says, was going to say took you a long time to get to the Aloe Bash. 1 year too late. How's Ben? Please talk about Ben, Dano.
Fuck you! But yeah, Ben sucks. Ben sucks. I've never seen a worse player, Aloe. Legit, I'm late to the party. Trying to follow in your successful footsteps, but I'm always late.
I'll have a good week this week.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
I saw Ben go like this. Drop back. He short arms it. What are you doing?
Connors.
It really was. It was the Connors show, and we get it. You survived cancer. You survived cancer. But listen, guys, heck of fun. Unfortunately, I got to start eating dinner. I got to go to Lakewood. Love you all, HFFL. Exciting week 2 matchup. Let's run through quickly who we think's gonna win and lose here for each matchup, so that nobody gets rooked. We have Aloe defeating. We have to have the NBC toolbar where we got to get better. We got to get Aloe versus Nay, Dano, Aloe, Keskizi Schefter, Nay, and Ogre. So what's the next matchup? I can't logistically solve this shit.
Let's go to league, man.
League. I got to go to league every time.
Every time.
What are you having for dinner tonight?
I'm going to Lakewood, Estrella. Exciting.
Wow.
With Mark Braha, Kiki, and A.B. Cohen and Sonia. I tell you, two high-octane couples, if you ask me.
What'd you say?
2 high-octane couples, if you ask me.
Yeah?
Yeah. Ogre and Matthews's. I tell you, this is a pukey matchup.
Look at it. Not even gonna look at it.
Yeah, my gut says Ogre takes it.
Yeah, I don't really like Matthews' team. You can't be starting Calvin Benjamin. However, he did score on Tevin Coleman because this guy Devontae sounds like he's going to be in and out, and he's scoring a real RB1. Coleman's an RB1 with him out. But nonetheless, I'm going to take Ogre in this matchup. I like his team. I think it's too strong. I think Matt Stafford has a bounce back week, and he's going to go as his Packers go. They do have a tough matchup, but I'm going with Ogres.
Moxie versus almost 50-50, and now a matchup of the week.
What do you got?
Yeah.
Keskizi.
Oh, you want me to predict this one?
You start.
Looking around, I'm not really sold on the Isheb and Jack team. Not yet, at least. I'm going to go with Moxie in this one.
Me too. I go with Moxie. I think they're just too much to overcome. Their one made-up weakness is tight ends, and that's Jared Cook. So, if he plays anywhere like he played week 1, I think Moxie gets it. I think almost 50-50 kind of gets a realization possibly this week of, where they really are, maybe tier 2 instead of tier 1. I don't know if they're in the top 3.
Clean sweep Ogre? You like Moxie also?
Moxie, yeah, just because of the kicker and the defense. Otherwise.
Next, we're going to go to Saquon These Nuts, Keskizi, and Token Liberal. I tell you, Token Liberal coming off a tremendous Warpath type of week. And, Keskizi, Saquon These Nuts coming off of – there's no more heartbreaking type of loss than what he experienced on a pick 6. I think that's just too much for him to overcome. I think Token Liberal beats him, but beats him very difficultly. That's not a word, but it's a very tough matchup, back and forth. And I think Token Liberal takes it Sunday night with Evan Ingram.
Okay.
I want to go with Token Liberal also, just Camara.
I'm calling that game on Sunday, so I cannot make a prediction.
Right. Trader Irv versus Wirtz. I think he's really got to change his name because he doesn't have him anymore.
Yeah, that's what your sentiment. It's ridiculous. He doesn't have Wentz. He doesn't have Wirtz. It's time to make a team name change.
Right. I mean, how is always going to be my name. That makes sense. Wirtz doesn't make sense.
A little more creative. I mean, don't get me wrong. I stole Saquon my nuts. I found it on like a Twitter thing, but let's get a little more. Let's get better on these team names. What the fuck's a Moxie? What the fuck's a Moxie? I don't know. The Ogres. Okay, I get it, you Ogre, but come on, give me something better than that. Nay.
Forever the Ogres.
Don't get deterred, though. We got Trader Irv versus Wirtz, and that starts in 3 minutes. We have AJ Green and Gingy Dalton against Alex Collins to start off week 2. What do you think?
Fournette's questionable. Rivers is going against Buffalo, who Buffalo just got torched, but I think Buffalo, kind of kind of comes back a little bit. I think Dalton and AJ have a tough time against the Ravens tonight. I'm taking Mike in this matchup.
I'm taking Irv. I think Cooper is going to drag down this team all year. Drag it down.
Cooper?
Yeah, leaving now.
Yeah, Amari
Leaving
Cooper's horrible.
Who's Cooper?
Amari.
Oh, Amari. Yes, correct. Amari. Got you. So you got her. Daniel, who do you like?
I like Mike C here. I like Mike C here. I think he's singing the blues a ton, but his team's not that bad. Cut it out already. You know? I don't think it's bad. C-Mac's a real one, and Collins is a real two. The guy had a staggering number the last six games of last year's season. I think he had like RB1 numbers.
And his team looked great last week. How about that?
5% of the carries, and this guy CJ Anderson is coming to fucking roll.
So I got Mike C. Who do you got? Irv,
yeah.
And Keskizi. Who do you got again?
Mike C.
Okay. Final matchup. This one I'm not in on. It's how against Shit Happens.
I'm going with Dano on this one. He's got 3 studs, really 2 studs, and I like his matchups a little better. I think that KC Pittsburgh game is a shootout, and Jakey's not sure if Freeman's playing. Naby's predicting a huge game for Melvin. I think Melvin has a tough time this week. But Eli's gonna have a nice week this week. How about that? Eli's gonna play nice, and but I'm still taking Team Dano over this one.
Thinking Team Dano. Pittsburgh's gonna have a huge week at home versus the Chiefs.
I don't know. It's gonna be the vaunted Chiefs defense.
No, Roethlisberger's gonna put up a 30.
The Nets is in.
Shut the fuck up, Ogre.
Gurley
30?
30, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gurley, but okay. Listen, I'm getting yelled at on the phone.
Also, Gurley never gets hurt, so I think you're good.
Unbelievable week 2. Hope everybody enjoys. Coming at you hot. This is a close. We'll see you week 3.
Thanks for having me. Bye, guys.
HFFL. Later. Enjoy dinner.
Thank you, dude.